Start off with some mad quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson was pissed when Baltimore traded Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
And Green Bay passed on a wide receiver in round 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like Green Bay and the Ravens are purposely trying to piss their quarterbacks off.
Mm-hmm.
Should teams be more focused on making their franchise players happy?
So listen, in certain situations, yes. In these two specific situations, no. So you know how the Packers made Aaron Rodgers happy? They gave him all the money he wanted. We learned this whole thing was about money, power, respect. He wasn't getting the power, so they gave him the money to show him the respect, and now they're going to run the team how they see fit. A lot of people thought they're going to draft a receiver in round 1. Rodgers told McAfee, hey, I knew who they were targeting in round 1. Once those guys weren't available, I wasn't surprised they didn't get him. Now, the draft nicks will tell you that the Packers reached on that linebacker in round 1, so maybe that should be a little concerning. And then the Packers didn't, they actually reached with their first 2 picks because they, of course, had the extra pick thanks to the Devontae Adams trade. Maybe that's concerning, but I think Rodgers is perfectly content given the fact he got paid. The Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Brown thing is very simple. The Cardinals got fleeced, giving up the 23rd pick of the draft for a guy who is not one of the 23 best receivers in football is such a total win for Baltimore. They need to communicate that to Lamar. What was weird was that Lamar, according to Hollywood Brown, he told Lamar he didn't want to be there. Lamar knew that Hollywood wanted a trade, and Lamar still seemed all shocked by it. And so, but they've got to sit Lamar down and say, we are one of, if not the best run franchise in the NFL. With our first round pick, we got a guy who could have been a top 5 pick in Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame. With our second first round pick, instead of a 3rd, 4th tier wide receiver in Hollywood Brown, who is about to become more expensive, we got a center who could be the starting center here for the next 10 years. Center is the safest position to draft in the first round historically. Centers that go in the first round, 100% of them, I heard this during the draft, have gotten a second contract in this league over the last 20 years, which means there have been 0 true busts. And you just got to tell Lamar, like, if A.J. Brown nets the 18th pick, the fact of the matter is that you could get the 23rd pick for Hollywood Brown is just, it shows that the Cardinals don't know what they're doing. The Cardinals are an example, if you ask me, of a team trying too hard to appease their quarterback. I think that Kyler Murray wanted Hollywood Brown, so they went out and got him, and they paid 180 cents on the dollar for him. And so I think that there are certain star players you need to acquiesce to their demands. These 2 specific instances, I understand what the teams did, particularly the one in Baltimore. I think that was very simple. Arizona called up and said, we want to give you the 23rd pick for Hollywood Brown. And Baltimore, Eric DeCosta in Baltimore said, deal, no takebacks, call over, send it in. you don't wait on them to reconsider that. All right. Now, hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.